Hello ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, that means that you have some sort of interest to start an agency, whether it's an SMMA or some sort of other agency, and you're just stumped on how to actually start, right? Everybody always says start the agency, start doing this, start doing that, but nobody ever actually gives you a plan on how to start, what you're actually supposed to do, how you're actually supposed to decide, what the first step is, and basically going forward. I just want to sort of give you guys a framework, some things to look out for, just somewhat of a guide on what you need to do before starting an agency, right? But with that being said, let's just get right into it. So, the first part is you need to choose your service, right? Obviously, the first part of creating an agency is obviously just choosing the service that you're going to be fulfilling on, right? That's really the entire business. You need to decide what you're going to be doing, right? Now, a lot of people on the internet and in person, and you've probably heard this saying, 500,000 times by now, it's do what you're passionate about. Now, I'm going to be totally honest, I'm a strong advocate of doing exactly not that, right? I'm a strong advocate of do not do what you're passionate about. Do what is profitable, right? And if you're gonna do what you're gonna do something that's profitable, you're gonna make enough money to do what you're passionate about without having to make it a career, right? Unless you have some sort of passion, which is making funnels and running Facebook ads, and you're some sort of weirdo and that's your passion, then then you're lucky. But for majority of people who have passions, like maybe art or, doing something like that, I really wouldn't recommend you try and make your passion into a business. I would really recommend you just do what is profitable, right? Now, if you want to maximize your potential earnings, you just got to do something that makes money. Like some high earning skill, not something that you're just enjoying, which is just what I described. Now, first part, you need to obviously choose what skill it's going to be. And right, you want to just go all in. You don't want to choose one or two skill, or you don't want to choose two or three skills and split your efforts between them. You want to just choose one and just put all your effort into learning that one skill, right? Now, the idea, if you think about it, any skill that you're going to learn, right? The actual behind the scenes goal of learning that skill is in order for you to help others acquire clients and earn more money, right? Now, whether that's through paid ads, cold email, cold calling, landing pages and funnels, organic content, whether it's short form content, long form content like YouTube videos, or any sort of method, in the end of the day, your main goal is to help someone else get more clients, right? Whether you're helping them get more clients through Facebook ads, or whether you're helping them get more clients through email, or whether you're helping them get more clients through, their website, or get more clients through their, content, it doesn't matter. The main goal is to help a prospect get more clients, okay? So the end goal is always the same, which is, of course, help your client get more clients. So you need to decide whether you want to learn how to generate leads with paid ads, how to generate leads with cold email, how to generate leads with cold calling, how to generate leads with a landing page, how to generate leads with organic content, or how to generate leads with whatever other method you want to do. There's literally thousands of different methods that you could do to get leads. You have to choose one of them, and you have to just learn the ins and outs. You should know it like it's the back of your hand, okay? Now, once you understand what skill you want to learn, now it's just time to literally abuse the material on the internet, right? If you guys really think about what the internet is, it's infinite information. You have people from every sector of every country, of every fucking possible combination of anything on the internet who are professionals, and they're willing to teach you for free. So take advantage of the internet. It is really the best material in the entire world, right? So let's say, for example, you want to learn paid ads, right? Which is exactly what I did. So, I know the process very well. That includes, right, this is what you can learn from YouTube creators like Georgie Titian, which is me. I'm posting a lot of videos on agency, so you can learn from me. You could learn from a really good YouTuber called Ben Heath. You could learn from someone like Jordan Platter, right? All of these people have SMMA agencies, and they run ads, and they teach on their YouTube channel, right? All these people are opportunities for you to go and learn from, right? And their videos are free to watch. Then you have paid options. These are cheap courses on a platform like Udemy, right? Most Udemy courses are anywhere from $12 to $20, and they are actual, big, long forms of content. We're talking like a 50-hour course on how to use a platform like Facebook ads, or a platform like the Facebook ads manager, right? So definitely would recommend you invest in a course or two, right? Then asking real people questions through social media like Twitter and YouTube. This is a really, really underrated one, right? Like, for example, myself, right? I'm an agency owner, right? If someone were to DM me, they could ask me questions that I had to pay tens of thousands of dollars for to coaches and consultants, right, to get help from them. And someone could DM me, ask that exact question, and get an answer for completely free, right? And I'm not the only person who's willing to help. Most likely speaking, if you message anybody who's not like a major influencer, I'm sure they're not going to have a problem with helping you, right? People aren't like, gatekeepers by nature. Like, a lot of people actually want to help you, right? That's just sort of how I've experienced it. A lot of people that I've asked for help have been very kind. They've, given me their time. So it's definitely a method that people very much don't appreciate enough, right? Then your next option is investing in a coaching program like Client Ascension. If you haven't heard of Client Ascension, it's a coaching program. I have no affiliation with them. I used to be in there, and it's a very informative program which can give you a lot of value, but if you have the money, right? And then you have websites like Reddit and Quora, which can answer very specific questions, right? If you're having some very specific issues. And this, it should really just be Google, right? Just use Google, and that's going to sort of funnel you into Reddit, Quora, and all those other websites, right? And depending on whether you do or don't have money, right, you choose the platforms that you want to start learning on. Like, obviously, if you were to go and you were to watch YouTube creators, you're not going to get, like, value as condensed as paying for a program like Client Ascension, right? But if you're the type of person who you have a lot of time but not a lot of money, this is definitely the way to go. If you have, some money that you want to inject and maybe, start seeing results quicker, then you could invest in something like a coaching program or a mentorship or, something like that, right? It doesn't have to be Client Ascension. It could be anything. It's just a matter of finding someone who's competent, right? Now, the key is you don't just want to be learning. You want to be implementing what you're learning in real time, right? So instead of going and watching like 100 hours of courses on how to run ads, just start trying to run ads right away, right? Literally, as you're learning what a business manager is, you should have it on your screen and you should be making it in real time. You want to just get into the ads portal, get into doing whatever the skill is as soon as possible. There should be no delays between learning and implementing, okay? And just a reminder, right? As an entrepreneur, you never do stop learning. This isn't like, something you do in the start and then it just kind of, goes to Lamborghinis and expensive bottles of tequila and that's all, right? That's not how it works. As an entrepreneur, you're always learning. That's your literal life moving forward. So if this isn't something you're comfortable with, you don't like learning, you don't like expanding what you know, then, maybe consider a corporate job. But it is what it is. So then your next step is choosing your niche. Now look, choosing your niche is just as important as choosing the actual service you're going to be providing. Now why? Because what you're choosing and the niche you're going to be providing it to, or the skill you're choosing and the niche you're providing it to, needs to intrinsically make sense. Now what does that mean? Don't try to offer landing pages to a dentist because they don't need landing pages. Don't try to offer organic content to a plumber. They don't need organic content. A plumber is not going to be posting TikToks about how he does plumbing, right? It's just not two things that mix with each other. And you definitely don't need to offer something like Google My Business to a lead generation agency, which probably doesn't even have an office, right? Or any sort of in-person building, probably an online company, right? So you need to make sure that the scale you're choosing and the industry you're providing it to actually correlate with each other, right? Now, right, with paid ads, you can basically get clients for any industry or niche. So it's overall a very versatile skill to know, right? It doesn't matter whether it's, for a coach that does fitness or whether it's for a home improvement company or whether it's for anything. Like, it really just works for everything, right? It's a universal skill. And as a general rule of thumb, you always want to work with something that's very high ticket, right? And like, for example, my personal agency is called Air Cool Marketing. We service home improvement clients, right? For us to earn our client $10,000 to $50,000 in revenue, right? We just need to get them one client, right? Like if you're getting your roof replaced, that could cost you anywhere from 10 to 50K, right? So it just takes one lead for us to make 5 figures for our clients. But then imagine, you're doing marketing for maybe like a restaurant or something. For you to make that restaurant earn an extra $10,000 to $50,000 per month, right? We're talking monthly. That's a very big deal. You're going to have to be some sort of top of the line person, right? So some top of the line advertiser in order to have that ability, right? When I can just get my clients 3 or 4 leads a month And congrats, like I'm now making them anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 extra every single month, right? And obviously I can charge more for my service when I'm making them that much money, right? Now here are some ideas that you could do for your niches. Now this obviously isn't an inclusive list. These are just the first ones that come to mind. Home improvement, this is what I do. This includes HVAC, remodeling, roofing. It could be siding. It could be, rough casting. It could be just general construction, home extensions. It could be anything in relation to a home. Why? Because it's expensive. It's always expensive, right? You have health-related things like dentists, chiropractors, med spas. Now, some of these aren't as high ticket as, HVAC or remodeling or roofing, but it's a lot easier to get someone for that, right? When you have, for example, a back that hurts, you don't need much convincing to go to a chiropractor, right? It's a lot easier of a sell, but of course, it is not as high ticket some of the time. Then you have high ticket e-commerce. These are e-commerce products that cost a lot of money. Real estate / mortgage brokers / all that entire industry. Obviously, a house is expensive, right? If real estate agents make a good commission, if you can get them good leads, they're going to make a lot of money. And another idea is legal professionals, right? Like lawyers, attorneys, like defense attorneys, injury attorneys. There's all of these industries that, they are very, very expensive and they make a lot of money. If you could just get them one extra client a month, they would gladly pay you, whatever retainer you're looking to make, right? And the point of picking up a high ticket niche is you're able to make a substantial amount of revenue without having to do a crazy amount of service delivery, right? Now, once you choose a valuable skill to learn and it's a good industry to provide that skill to, right, it's time to actually start working. Now, getting your first clients, whether you're a brand new agency owner, whether you don't even think of charging for your services yet, right? If you're a brand new agency owner, forget about retainers and forget about all of that. You're not going to make any money for at least a couple of months, right? Right now, your only goal in your entire company should be to get real clients, real experience, and real case studies, right? So create an offer which is going to be completely risk-free for your prospects and make it so you only get paid if you actually deliver. For example, in our agency, our original offer was you pay us $250 for every client that we get you. Meaning what I'm really doing here is I'm offering them an opportunity to make $10,000 to $30,000 from one client, and all they have to do is pay me $250 for that. Now, unless you're some sort of communist, right, if I offer you $10,000 for $250, you're going to say yes, right? Now, with an offer like that, getting clients is going to be exceptionally easy, right? Now, doing this allowed us to run ads in someone else's budget, which I guess isn't, the best way to run ads. It isn't the best way to learn, but, in the end of the day, you're not spending money and it's the quickest way. You're going to learn how to onboard and treat a client. You're going to learn about the bottlenecks in your business. You're going to learn about what works and doesn't work in your service delivery. And most importantly, you're going to get case studies, which is social proof. This is the most important thing you have in an agency, right? You're going to prove to people you're competent, right? Now, if you choose an industry that is business to consumer, your best bet on getting your first couple clients is just going to be, cold calling. And business to consumer is something like home improvement or something like, dentists, which is it's a business providing to a consumer. It's not a business providing to another business, right? You're literally just going to go on Google and you're just going to search niche near me. So, for example, like HVAC near me or like roofing near me or dentist near me. And there's going to be a bunch of listings on Google and you're just going to start calling them. No fancy setup. Literally just take out your phone, start calling, right? My partner and I, we were doing 100 to 150 calls per day, Monday through Friday, every single week when we got started, right? It was a lot of work, but that's what you have to do when you're just starting your agency. Now, after you get about 10 clients, that's when you should have at least 2 or 3 case studies. And that's the time you start charging for your services, right? And after is just a matter of scaling, just a matter of doing it longer and just not quitting. And that's how you'd basically go and scale your agency. So I really hope this video was helpful. If it cleared up maybe some questions you have, some misconceptions, I'm glad. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment, DM me on Twitter @GeorgieTitian, and I'll help you guys out. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Take care.